Well, hello everybody and welcome back along to Greenland's Farmer and Contractor series. We're back. It's been a while, but we've got lots to catch up on, including the beautiful 7820, which is pulling the baler along today. Reasons for that will become clearer as we progress through this video, but we're in second cut. We're currently looking at some small square bales here, 1.8 meter in length these are. Reasons being that we're hopefully going to be able to sell a few of these in this field or this field, because we're looking pretty good for our own supply right now. So if we're able to get some of these sold off, we will. We're in quite a thick second cut here, actually. We rigged this up this morning, and yeah, it's looking pretty darn good there, we'll say so. So we're going to get these last few swaths gathered up, and then we're on to getting these wrapped up, actually. So there's a lot to kind of run through and a lot to update you with. It has been a while since we were last with you, of course. So with that being said, we'll look to see how we get on. We are out in the 7820 today because our trusty 936 is still on the pumping station. We have been doing an awful lot of pumping hoses for slurry spreading, and we were able to increase our what was supposed to be about a 2-3 week lend lease of the shooting pumping system. We've been able to increase that just a little bit, so we've had it now for about 8 weeks. We have paid a bit for it as well. But it's really allowed us to see the benefits of a pump and hoses system there, and we've got through quite a lot of ground, which is fantastic. Love that, and it's allowed us just to really be able to make some good traction, get some new custom on board as well. And yeah, it's made us really think a lot. If we were to invest in that full time and permanently to go with pump and hoses for the future, it's going to be a significant overhaul. A lot of money that will have to be spent. And it's a toss-up at the moment between that and just perhaps looking into a slightly larger single axle tanker with perhaps a dribble bar on the back. So there's a little bit of calculations that we need to do. It won't be this year. It might be something we look into next spring then, maybe on the permanent, but it's an option there anyway. It's certainly something that we can think about. But yeah, it's done all right for us, actually, to be fair. We got by, and we're just doing a little bit of the tanker job today. Actually, one of the drivers is out with just the tanker on and making a good bit of headway there, because it's like I said, it's important. It's good for us to be able to just clear that ground and really get going. But yeah, otherwise, aside from that, it's the slurry is pretty much all done. We've got some good first cut silage ground covered, and I'm sure there'll be an opportunity for us to go back in when we finish with some of the dairy boys after their second cut as well. So. And hopefully we'll get a bit of second cut silage down on here too, but we're, like I say, a little bit away from doing that, hopefully soon. Elsewhere though, like I say, bale, we've done a lot of grass baling. We've also done a lot of BGA work as well. We've done 2 cuts of grass into the BGA there, coming into probably around about the, oh geez, I think that'll come into about just over 2,000 bales so far. Still looking to get a few more on there if we can. This bale has been through it, but it's doing well. It's singing along at the moment, actually. A little bit slower in this ground because it is a little bit heavier, thicker grass. But you know, ultimately it could work out in our favor though. Get a few more bales off it anyway. So that is going very well. Like I say, the forage is done well. We don't really have any other custom work for it aside for the BJ work at the moment, but the BJ work has been good. It's been consistent, a little bit more than we were anticipating, and there will be a third cut to come off it as well. So again, you know, moving forward there's a decision to be made on that, really, where we go with it and what that looks like. One of those decisions we might actually be in the process of making later on this week, and you're going to be there with us for the ride to see how that goes. So, you know, as we start to really dive into what those options might look like, hopefully you'll get to see it as well. But yeah, we'll be looking into that in just a little bit there. We're just going to finish up these last 2 passes here, and then hopefully, all being well, that'll be us done for the baling today. We have the mowers out and about, cutting down some more second cut, just a little bit, about 60 acres, I think. Unfortunately, we are down a man at the moment, which means that we are being a little bit pushed for workload, and perhaps not doing quite as much today as we could do, but he left quite suddenly to go and pursue other pastures, so it does leave us in a little bit of a hole, but we'll figure that one out. And for right now there, we're tanking slurry, we're out with the mowers there, and the sprayer is out and about as well. So sprayer is working on some spring drilled barley, which is good. And yeah, we're cracking along, really. Not too much else to say about that. I'm happy about that. I could just do with picking up another driver, especially as we're jumping into harvest, really. Just around the corner there at this rate with our own ground here. We will be getting some of the winter drill crops desiccated soon in the next week or so, which means give it 14 days after that we'll be in with the combine really. So it's not that far away. The combine start there is ready to go. All we need now is the weather. So that's exactly what we're going to look to try and do. And then we'll be on to some client work as well for some barley. So that's going to be very exciting. We'll have to see how that looks and how we can get on with it. But yeah, otherwise we should be handy. John Deere is flying along today. We do like to get the older machines out to do a bit of work now and again, if anything, just to keep the cobwebs off them. And this is certainly working out well for us here. And get this little bit covered up here, there, and then that will be us all good. But this tractor's holding on and managing well, I would have to say. It's certainly not struggling too much, and I think it's good conditions to be in as well. So it's doing well. I think this tractor will probably see itself on the plow at some point in the autumn. I wouldn't be surprised by that, but we'll see. But yeah, it's a nice tractor to be on actually for jobs like this. So I hope you've been cracking on nicely wherever you are as well. Do let us know what you're getting up to. Weather here has been fantastic for us, like I say, and hopefully that's going to stick around. Alright, and then that is this field. There's a few bits and pieces we've left around there, but we'll get that tied up with probably with the grass rake coming in here actually. Put it back into the ground over time, but main thing was to get this done. Like I say, we're going to get this wrapped up. I'm hoping that we can get a few of these sold off to the local sheep farmers actually, for a different bit of fodder for them. But yeah, it's a good number of bales in here, that's for sure. And I think that's just good. Listen to the growl on the engine here though, it's just absolutely amazing. Well, alright then. We're all looking set up. It looks well on here. I think you'll agree. It's a good size for it. The baler certainly isn't owning the tractor here when they're out and about there at all. It did struggle on some of the slightly steeper hills over there, but that's fine. Alright, let's get ourselves away here. Perfect stuff. So like I say there, this is going to be on here for the day, I would imagine. We don't have anything else quite ready to bale yet. And then we'll see what it looks like really. Got another couple of slurry jobs maybe this week. And we'll see. I guess a lot of it depends on when the ground is ready that we're out mowing today. And we'll see what they want to do with that. But ultimately, yeah, otherwise I'm more than happy with what it's done today. And now we get to have a real play with some new machines. Not new to us yet. Demonstration, although one of them is something I'm leaning heavily towards, I have to say. So we'll get this parked up, and then we'll go and see what we might be playing with in the future. As you can see as well, not much else has changed in the yard at the moment. The combine hasn't come out of the shed yet, and we're going to be having to drive over and pick up a couple of muck spreaders soon, which we're going to be hiring in because we've got a job to do with those soon. But yeah, so the shooting equipment is still here, like I was mentioning, and I've been really impressed with it actually. Very, very impressed. The 936 just sits on the tanker on pretty much economy takeover mode and does everything that we need, and it's been great, really has. But yeah, always interested to see what the next steps are and what the next options are. And then yeah, we'll have to see. Silage trailers again, much the same, nice and easy, really good quality, very much enjoy those. And then the one big thing is over here. We've currently got a little bit of a decision to make. The wrapper on the back has this been leased in, or as a demonstration really by Govil, just to see how we get on with it really as a stationary wrapper. So it's going to be a bit of a change up of approach for us, and I'm quite intrigued to see how that goes, I must say. This is a new to us bale handler really. That is ours, we bought that. And then yeah. And JCB have very kindly sent us down a TM420S, and it's an absolute beaut of a machine. Really, really good. And we're going to get stuck in with a bit of wrapping with it today. So this thing is an absolute unit. Many of the benefits of the 320 TM and also of the 416, 418 shovels really has the power of the bigger wheel loaders, but also the agility of the smaller TM320. And yeah, I'm really looking to see how we get on there. The reason that we are having a little bit of a look at this, in all honesty, is that when we do get to do pit work on the BGA, our telehandler is found wanting a little bit, to be honest, there. And when we're doing the bigger jobs of pushing up muck or loading up shovels, loading up spreaders, again, it works, but it just finds itself a little bit wanted for power, really. So maybe this is an option. We'll see. Haven't really dialed into the numbers behind it all, and that might be something that kind of derails our plan here. But it's something that we're definitely interested in talking about a bit more. Now, let me just see, have I put this the right way round? On the back, we're going to be learning together here as we have a new stationary wrapper. I bought the handler on the front there, and then they kind of threw this in as a bit of a bonus, as a goodwill gesture, I suppose. No, let's get it unhooked from there. Pull this forward out the way. Okie dokie then. So we'll start by just grabbing the bale that's right in front of us here. Alright, let's leave you about here for now. Nice easy grab to work with as well. We can use that on our round bales as well if we need to. So first thing I need to look at doing here is getting this lowered down. There you go, engine's on. So like I say, stationary wrapper there. It's got its own hydraulic pump, reservoir and engine on there. And all you need to do is set it up a way to automatic on here, and it should start to drop the bales off without any interruption from us as well. Now, let's see if I've got this right, shall we? But yeah, just look at that for an absolutely fantastic wrapper. Really, really nice little setup. Alright, so first bale is in. Now I'm just going to sit here and wait for this one. Once we're happy with how it's working, you know, we'll probably leave a be. And I think some of these bales are actually just going to stuck on the top edge of the field here for now. Oh, and I haven't got the setup right properly, but it looks of things. Alright, so as you can see, the nicely tight wrapped bale doesn't take too long to do at all. And then there is a button here I can press just so we enable the right controls. Alright, so for some reason or other, I'm not able to get the auto unload to work. So that might be a call through, but for now at least, we can just get a couple of these on, see how they're working there, and certainly look to have a bit of a blast with the loader. And then yeah, we'll when we learn more, we'll learn more. But yeah, I really like the handler on the front here. It's just smoother, it's a bit more power to it as well. Doesn't look quite as weak, I don't want to say weak, but fragile perhaps. One thing with the other bale grab that we were using, it was a little bit old, so as with anything there, everything does get a bit more powerful and a bit stronger and more robust as they get a bit newer there too. So maybe that's the reason, and we'll keep an eye on it. Certainly the mobility here is really showing up, and it doesn't feel the weight on the front end there at all, so that's really cool. Now we might have to stick close to this, I suppose. But it is a really nice solid action there anyway. It's wrappers are always loud things. But you know, it's certainly is quick. You can put round bales onto here as well if you want to. Gives you the option to do anything really. So that's kind of really neat. So maybe it might be something we look into. Of course, it does mean that wherever we go, we have to take a telehandler with us. But you know, we'll see. It's an investigation anyway. It's nice to be able to have a play with something and just see what it looks like, and you know, suss out if it's actually going to be any good for us here or not. And yeah, this certainly seems like it might do a job for us somewhere down the line. But yeah, we will keep pushing through with it really and have a go. And we've got this JCB for a little while here, and this is what I'm really looking forward to, actually, to be honest with you. This is what we really want to test. We're going to be taking it for a gig on a muck shift. And we'll see, get it really put to work there as well, so that should be exciting to see. And just to see what it's like in all kind of aspects of the job. How versatile is it? How much power can it put out? What it's like on the road, because I think we will be just driving it over, so we'll see. But yeah, right now at least, we're just gonna keep cruising along. Easy transmission to change down, and you can feel it was just a bit under load there, but it's not struggled with that at all. Awesome stuff. And yeah, we'll wait for this one too. Once I figure out with a quick phone call, I think with the salesman here, once I figure out how to get that enabled properly, we'll just keep lining them up, and we'll be able to go through this much faster rather than me having to do this every time. Yeah, let me know what you think of it at least anyway. Let me know if you if you've used something like this before, what you think. But I think it's fantastic with the kit. I really do. Very, very impressive indeed. And we've got plenty of wrap on there, and we'll see how we get going across the rest of the day. Really get this field done. Hopefully get a nice big stack of bales there too. For now though, I think we'll leave it right about here. If you have enjoyed this, do leave us a comment down below. Say what you think we should do for the telehandler. Should we perhaps look at moving forward to the TM420, or should we stick with the Agri Pro that we've got already? Let us know what your thoughts are on that one, and we will see you next time. So hopefully we'll be back again very shortly with another video. Until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you in the next one.